Hi guys, PJ here. Today we are working on a 2010 Corsa, Vauxhall Corsa, and as you can see we are fitting a sub and amp pack into the vehicle. I will quickly go through how to connect the power up to the battery, remote interface, and also your RCAs and where to run them down the car. So with a bit of luck after this you'll be able to fit your own sub and amp. Before going any further with this guide, I just need to point out that I'm not responsible in any way for any damage to your vehicle or injury to yourself by following this video guide. If you're unsure, please seek professional help and pay somebody to do the car that will be insured in case they damage it. With that in mind, let's get on with this job. To do this job you are going to need a wiring kit, one that comes with a power cable, a remote cable and your RCAs, your phono cables, along with an earth cable and a fuse holder. You buy these sort of kits from companies like Untitled off eBay or Amazon. This is part number PC4-20CCAH. Now one of the first things you're going to want to do is remove your glove box. This gives you access to the bulkhead, and obviously depending where you're going to route your power cable will allow to view a broad area, so you're not going to struggle to get your RCA cables from your head unit here down through. So to take this out, you've got TX20 screws, okay, the star ones, they're TX20s. There's one at the top here, each side, when you open the glove box lid, and then there's one here underneath and one here. And like I say, they are TX20s, there you go, they come out. Once you've done that, simply remove your glove box. It can be held in place by the rubber trim at the end there, don't worry about that, it will just pop away, there you go. And that's out. And there's your mounting holes at the top, look, behind the glove box lid. So that gives you a nice clear access to everything. Some cars have got a little foam or fabric covering under here. That just has two little tiny screws holding it in, that can come out. This particular car doesn't have that, so unfortunately I can't show you that. So with glove box removed, we're going to come round to this area where the plastic cowling is under the bonnet. Simply pull your rubber foam thing up there, take that out of the way completely, and gently ease this up and back, and it will unclip from the edge of the window screen here. You don't need to remove it and you don't need to pull it very far, just enough to give you a bit of space, yeah? You can't remove it completely because it's hooked around the wipers, so just leave it so it's loose. And what we're doing is getting to the large rubber grommet, which I don't know if you can see guys, it's quite dark under there, right at the back of the bulkhead. Can you see that? There. That rubber grommet right there, the big one. That rubber grommet actually comes all the way through to there. So this is the glove box area, yeah? See that? There, look. That's where you're going to put your power cable through. We're going to make a small incision in that rubber grommet surrounding edge and pop the power cable through that. Sometimes it's best to spray it with WD-40 to enable the power cable to slide through nice and easily. For you guys, basically if you've got a long screwdriver or something, I have these threading poles because obviously I do this sort of daily or weekly or whatever. Get your power cable, knot the end with the fuse holder on the other end, yeah, and tape it to your long screwdriver with a pointy end. That'll just aid it going through your rubber grommet a lot easier, because as you've probably realised by now, the rubber grommet was really hard to make a hole in and obviously really hard to thread something through. You're not just going to be able to get your power cable and shove it through the hole. So doing it this way, spray it with WD-40 so it's nice and supple, and work this through it from the engine bay end to into the cabin, yeah? So there's your power cable. With power cable threaded through, yeah, tucked under the rubber grommet there, cable tied up, fuse out. Yeah, do not connect your power until the very end, until you've finished the installation. It will be going on this bolt here, okay? Do not connect that yet. Just tuck that out of the way safely, put the flaps down, and also tuck the power cable out of the way so it doesn't hit the bonnet hinge down here, which I will be doing shortly. You're then free to move inside and remove your stereo so you can put your remote wire and your RCAs in. RCA cable and also our remote cable here, and we've just run it along across the top here and up out to where the stereo comes out. Now this has got an aftermarket radio in it, so that's nice and easy. If yours has got the factory fitted radio, you'll need to see another video of mine that I've done showing you how to put an RCA converter into your system so that you can still power your amplifier. Now you've got your RCA cables, connect it to rear or sub out, whichever your stereo's got. If it hasn't got sub out, connect it to rear. And your blue cable, your remote cable here, you need to connect to the blue cable on your wiring harness. Some have two, okay? You might have an electric aerial one, or you might have... Okay, so with everything connected up to the back of the radio, we've just slid the radio back in there for now, just leaving it loose in case we need to get to it again. Now you'll notice I've got all the cables coming out in the same place here. I'm bound to get somebody comment saying you need to run them down opposite sides of the car, take the carpet out, etc. Please understand, this is a budget install. This is a £150 sub and amplifier package, and I'm on a time limit to get the job done. Okay, now if you were using really high-end gear or competition gear, yes, you would disconnect all the airbags, you would take the seats out, take the carpet out, you'd run the RCAs down the centre of the car, you'd run the power cable down one side, remote cable down one side, okay, to stop interference for high-end systems. This system will not get interference running them all together all down the passenger side of the car. I've put hundreds of them in over the space of the years and never had a single problem, okay? So if you're a professional and you want to fit a high-end system, by all means, go ahead, take your carpet out, chairs out, airbag sensors, etc. This is not a high-end system, this is a budget system. Sorry I've had to pop that in there, guys. It's just that I do normally get some wisecracks about jobs that I do, and you know, I've been in the trade donkey's years, so if you want a nice quick job and you want it to be tidy, this is your way. This is going to take you 2 to 3 hours to do as it is. Unlike me, you won't be on a time limit, so obviously take your time, do it methodically and carefully to not break anything. So the next thing I'm going to do now is loom all this up with tape, yeah, and tuck it underneath all the plastic trim all the way along until it comes out into the boot area of the car. So you're going to go all the way along down the side here, yeah, under the sill trim, all the way along until you get to the boot. Okay, so we come to the final part, guys. We've got all our cabling through under the back seat there, pop them through to the front here, connected everything up. So we've got our power, our remote and our earth phono cables. I've earthed it under here, so basically power cable goes under here, sorry, your earth cable, get that correct. Earthed it to this TX45 bolt just here. Okay, so obviously you're going to need a TX set for that one. You can use any bolt that actually grounds to the chassis of the vehicle. That one was just easy for me to get to, so I've used that one. There are others, of course. So with this in mind, all you've got to do now is replace the fuse that you've took out at the front and connect it to your battery. Put your glove box back in. Don't forget to do that. You've got your 4 screws, like I was saying. 1, 2, excuse me, there we go, 3, 4, and just run your finger down the rubber seal so that it lifts up and over the edge of the plastic here on the edge of the glove box, this bit, yeah. Other than that, you're finished. Click your stereo back in, you know, and away you go, sort of thing. If you've got any questions regarding this video or any others, because like I say, I have got videos showing how to put RCA converters in and also how to fit head units on many different vehicles, drop a line in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.